Hi, hello. Totally no last minute chaos or anything like that. It's fine. How are you all doing today? Sorry for the delay of approximately 2 minutes. I hope you were able to cope with that. I was dashing around considering whether to do this in conservatory or not. Anyway, right. Hi everyone, Tammy here. This is going to hopefully, and I said this last time and it went over 2 hours, so this one should actually be quite a relatively quick stream. Today I have got Nui Jaga, and I'm going to call him, I don't know, Anakin, and I'm going to call this one Extraneous Secondary Character. And I'm going to turn these into a couple of birdies. Today, and it might have something to do with this little guy here. Maybe not. I don't know. Might have something to do with the little project that's coming up. Anyway, now focusing on me, I'm going to move it down, and I may have made a build space out of Bionicle novels, graphic novels, just to make it vaguely. Yeah. All right. Whatever. Work with me here, people. So, in case you didn't know, 2 instruction manuals come with a Nui Jaga set 8548. This one contains the instructions for what we are going to make the Kahu, which is technically nowadays a subspecies of gecko, the big flappy thing from Masquerade. And yeah. Hopefully it shouldn't take more than half an hour to make. And yeah, but whilst I'm here, it's been a long time since I did any kind of streaming. I thought I could answer a few questions, and also I've got notes. I've got 4 notes of things I want to talk about. Will you ever do Matoran based on other canon elements? We never get to. Yeah. This is one of the many ideas I've had that I have not actually written down in my plan of lists to have. Yeah, I thought it'd be really cool. I'm basically just giving away what I'm going to do at some point, but I have no idea when I'm going to get to it because I have so many frigging video ideas. Do you know what? I'm so enthusiastic. I'm just going to like. Yeah. I'd love to get iron, lightning. What's the other ones? Magnetism, sonics, all of that. And I'd like to do I don't know. Here's a Muktoran. Here's a Moltoran. Here's a Metrutoran. Here's a Voyatoran. I don't know. Just different shit like that. Because I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I have a bit of a difficulty remembering how all the different colors, how all the different secondary elements are supposed to look. So I think it'd be kind of cool to see them all laid out in one place. Psionics, white and blue and gold, and all things like that. Anyway, I'm gonna start ripping these apart, and they'll be a lot better than last time I did this, which was with Sidorak, and I did a whole bunch of unnecessary disassembly. Yeah. Cool scorpions. They are really cool. I literally only got these for the first time recently. You might have guessed I was excited by the stupid little short that I put up. And they are sweet. Yeah. So they're really quite satisfying to use. Yeah. I like the graphic novels. This one is the one I made sure I got, which is the exclusive one. I have further thoughts and video ideas for the graphic novels in the future, but that'll be for another time. How are you doing? I don't know if that's directed at me, Gabriel, or if that's just a general one to everyone else, but I'm going to answer for myself. It's been pretty. It's been a really fucked up month, basically, is the short way of putting it. In terms of the channel, amazing. The channel, I've had a few kind of big videos last month rather, in April, because I was getting out 2 a month, and just some of them weren't really big. But I can't keep that up this month. But I'm very grateful to everyone who's kind of jumped on. So thank you. And personally, it was a bit of a shit show. Without going into too much details, someone very close to me had to go through some very difficult stuff, and it only really came to a head literally a few days ago. So I'm glad that's hopefully going to resolve a little bit. Yeah. Just won't say. I'm guessing that's just to say. Oh, thank you, Bionic Mead. That's amazing. I hope that there is a maturing universe version of mead. There's like certain fermented berries. They just take a chomp out of them when they've been left out in the sun for a bit, and they just get high off their tits. Wait, hang on, there are no tits in Bionicle. Not in the maturing universe, despite what a lot of mockists are very keen to try and tell you. Oopsie. But yeah, finish making your biggest mock. Do tell. Bionic Mead. How big is this one? I think the biggest one I've seen recently is the one with that Bryn put out. One of my lovely interviewees in the podcast that at least a dozen people have watched recently. They put out a massive frigging thing, like 12 foot high, not 12 foot high, 12 inches high. Amazing. Yeah. Just to be clear on the Nuva boobs, like you can make whatever you want in your models. It's when people are kind of like, these need to be in this, like I can justify these in story. It's like, okay, whatever you say, dude. I like tits as next as the much NB, but I get my own supply. Oh dear, Gabriel. I'm not putting that to the group discussion, but to answer you, I'm trying to think of the tit equivalent of horses for courses, and honestly, I can't think of one because that phrase is already very strange. So, so I'm just doing that awkward bit at the beginning of the build where I have to like disassemble everything to get the first few pieces, and I've missed something. What is my favorite Makuta? That's a difficult one. Like, I mean, we only had Pterodax for the entire story, and then boom, 2008 or 2008, as we might end up calling it. Suddenly, we get 6 new Makuta. Only one of them female. Interesting that. And yeah. Oh, Krika. Actually, Krika's cool. You know, he's the one that kind of was like, actually, I think this plan is a little bit not above board. This is bad. But so actually, Krika would come second, Pterodax first, I think. Just make sure I'm doing this all right. Yeah. Yeah. But we have a 3D printer. Hang on, who did you make? You made your mock a custom head. That's cool. I am really umming and ahhing about getting a 3D printer myself. Like, I think it'll be something I do once some of the ideas I've currently got in the pipeline are done. Because that's the next step, really, isn't it? It's being able to print out your own masks. Like, I've held back from like buying anything from Shapeways or anything like that, especially in the UK because it's ridiculously expensive. You know, for the price of a dozen prints, you can buy yourself your own printer. So I'm going to do that, I think. The only other problem is resin. Resin is dangerous stuff, folks. And if you're thinking about getting into 3D printing and you go the resin route, don't underestimate it. Hey, Gabriel, that's fine. Like, when you get the whole set of something, that's really cool. Getting the whole set of Baraki. And the Baraki are one of the best waves. Like, for my money, literally, I suppose, because I bought them, 2007, I think, is the best year for sets overall. I mean, you can maybe argue whether 2001 is, but without that kind of bias of the first year, yeah, 2007. Without a doubt. So yeah, no, share your excitement by all means. Hell, I only got like the last. I think I only got like the last Glatorian at the end of last year, finally, and that was exciting. Because it's I buy a lot of hauls, and so I end up with like, you know, 8. I end up with like 8 Matoro Maris, and I still haven't gotten, you know, Vastus or something. Right. Let's make sure I do this okay. But yes, Bionicle Studio. I am in the UK, as you can probably tell by my accent and my slightly dodgy teeth if I ever let my camera show my face for too long. Oh, that's a shame that you lost that your CCBS pieces broke. They are pretty sturdy in my experience, CCBS pieces. That sucks. Thankfully, dear. Thankfully, parents seem to be just like selling, or adult fans of Lego seem to be selling their CCBS sets in bulk quite a lot, so that's cool. But yeah, I'll oh yeah, so the first like kind of point of business I just wanted to kind of point out is so the most recent video I put up, the Kokoro one, I didn't cancel the videos, the comments on that video. YouTube just wouldn't let me enable them for some reason. It's just grayed out. And I don't know why it is. It hasn't explicitly been marked as for kids because they can change that and they haven't. So I don't know. And I wasn't too worried about it until literally last night. I was just in the YouTube studio and I suddenly realized that they had cancelled, well, not cancelled, they had deleted or blocked all the comments for the Garkoro video, which seemed to come out of nowhere. So that's a bit worrying. So if you start to see like the comment sections disappearing from my videos, it's not me, it's YouTube. Hopefully it's just the McTaurin videos, because I can possibly see how those seem a bit more kiddie compared to, you know, a lot of the other stuff I do. One person has suggested that I just swear profusely at the beginning of my fucking videos. So that might be a test or a feature for the time being. It's not a bug, it's a feature. It's not Tourette's, it's a feature. Mandatory swearing, I think that's cool. Yeah. Anyway, how are you all? How are y'all doing? It's just gone 6 here in the afternoon in Britain. The weather is being really, really crap, but at least it's bright. And good. Fine is good. Particularly right now, fine is I think there's plenty of people who would just settle for fine right about now. Can you post a video walkthrough on how you paint your masks? They kind of say, oh, thank you, Corley. So yeah, this is something actually that I noticed with the Metro Matoran video that I put out in January, which I was really relieved did so well actually. Can you start to tell? Can you start to tell what it is? Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that because that was a video with a lot of spray painted parts, and just people didn't really watch the bits that went over the spray technique. So I've decided, yeah, if I do videos like that in the future, what I'll do is I'll just basically show people, oh, hey, I got, have I got anything nearby? No, I don't. But I'll just be like, oh, hey, this is a thing that I've done. Here's a spray job. And I can show you what, and then what I'll do is I'll do a separate video where I just kind of go over any techniques or anything. So yes, thank you for asking. That is something I will do when it comes up, and I'll do it slightly differently to how I've been doing it in the past. Hey, oh, Bionic Mead, you are a UK fan. Awesome. I think there are plenty of us in the UK, just obviously fewer in number overall, just because obviously we're such a smaller country. Than the bloody Yanks. So it's fine. I think there's a healthy community worldwide, and God knows I'm happy to talk to other people from other countries right about now. Oh, Matches, yeah. It's like my favorite emoticon, that one, because half of the things I say are just bollocks. So, but obviously when you're typing, it's very difficult to get your intent across. So I use the tongue emoji or quite a lot. Yeah, that is what that is. Although I still have no idea if I'm supposed to use the capital P or the lowercase p. Combos. Have I done combos? Oh, I suppose this vid's a combo, and I also did the stream of melding pterodax. That was cool. People already seem to like that stream, by the way, which was a pleasant surprise. Streams tend to not do well, so thank you to anyone who enjoyed that and has watched that. Yeah, I'm making a big mess here. It's all right. This'll speed up once I get more of the parts out of the way. Look at his little fish. Every time you kill a Nui-Jaga, it just dies with that face like it's had a stroke. No offense to anyone who's actually had a stroke. Looking for a teeny weeny it'll bill too long axle, and I know I've seen them. Here we go. But yes, thank you, Corley. That's very nice. I'm learning a hell of a lot very quickly. I hadn't made a video before August of last year, and the channel's done really well. So yeah, that's pleased. It's good. It's cool there. Hi, Ghost Wolf 24. Hello there. Hi, Tammy. What are your pronouns, and what do you identify as? I identify as running away in most circumstances. Gender, running away. Sexual labels, running away or running towards the nearest person. I'm exaggerating for humor. Sorry, yeah, so my pronouns are they, them. I'm non-binary. I more specifically am agender, as in the word is gender with an A at the beginning, agender, which basically means gender. I don't want one. I don't need one. Thank you. I've dealt with the physical dysphoria, as you can probably tell, and I'm good. I'm simultaneously trying to catch up with all the adult life I didn't have in my early 20s, but I'm also clearly living in like my teens as well, perpetually. But that's fine. That was probably a lot more than you were expecting from that, Denny's. I pronounced that wrong, probably. Sorry. 2 foot. That's a massive. That's a massive mock. Then again, I'm just trying to think how that stands in comparison to official models, like Ultimate Doomer, which I currently have upstairs without the wings. I don't think wings should count when you are measuring how tall a model is. That's my hot take of the day. Take it or leave it. Right. Hang on a minute. I just need to make sure I've done this right. Yes. Nobody say anything rude whilst I'm not looking at the comments. That's my job. Yeah, you people from the UK are looking at around. Oh, which country is that, Gabriel? Sorry if you've told me before and I've completely forgotten. Like I know it can be some Eastern European countries potentially don't get a lot of love in that respect. Right, this is an important structural moment, so I need to concentrate. Just give me 2 ticks. This little birdie, of course, is from Minogue 1, which, if you've played that, you'll recognize it. And I've already put it in the wrong place. That's a quick fix. There we go. God, I see what I've said Minogue 1 and Minogue 2 so many times in the last few weeks. I never want to say it again. How long have I been a fan? And how big is my collection? I have been a fan literally since the start, which gives you an idea of how old I might be. Yeah, literally since 2001. Even before that, I had a couple of Slicers, and I had all of the Robo Riders except the big one, which didn't seem to be very widely available. And I was a kid, so I didn't have the internet to look these things up. But yeah, I've been a fan since 2001. I played Minogue when it first came out on my piece of shit computer, my parents' computer, and it wouldn't run properly. And my collection now runs into. It would be quicker to list the sets that I don't have. I don't have the Manaz or the Manas, the crab ones, but I hope to for a future video. I don't have. I think I have every set from 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, except Umbra. But who cares about Umbra? Oh, I don't have all of the. I don't have all of the play sets because they're kind of bulky and a pain. But I do have kind of the biggest ones from each year. Bearing in mind, like a lot of these sets, for the first few years, I got a lot of sets, and then I dropped out of the fandom in 2005 and sold a few sets, and then I came back and basically I've got a load of space at the moment, and I'm able to buy in bulk, pick what I want, and sort of sell on. Essentially, it's almost a side business, except I don't really make a lot of I don't make enough money for it to be considered a business, but I make enough so that I can get the models I need. What is the your favorite? It'll start to come together very quickly at the end. What is the favorite Tahunga that I've made so far, or Muktoran? Just to say, so I say Muktoran generally just because I respect the fact that Tahunga was, kind of is an important term to the Maori, and also Lego decided to stop using it for a reason. So, and also Muktoran is just fun to say, and it goes along with like Muktoran, Moltoran, Metrutoran or Mutruan, Voyatoran, Maritoran, Avtoran, Avmatoran. So it's kind of but I won't not say the word Tahunga. Just I avoid it if I can. But what is my favorite Tahunga? My favorite Muktoran, that little figure? I don't know. No. It might actually be, oh god, this is so predictable. It might actually be one that I'm making for the next video. And maybe that Matoran begins with T. Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't get as excited about the Muktoran, I think, because they just don't have as many points of articulation. They're just a bit clunky, and I look at them, they feel more like collectibles than actual characters in a way. I don't know. I prefer the Moltoran, the 2003 Matoran. I'm getting behind the chat a bit, sorry. So Tammy is basically genderant. Genderant? I don't know if that's a typo or what, but yeah, that's another way of putting it. Genderant. I'm gender not. Genderless. But that doesn't mean that I don't like things that have gendered associations. I like dresses. I look damn good in a dress. My girlfriend thinks I look damn good in a dress. But yeah, I'm just going to quickly throw a light on. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Yay! And everything wobbled and everything fell off the desk. I've been saying on streams I need to get a webcam for about 6 months now, and I still haven't done it. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Let's see what's the community for this guy. Denise, wicked. That's okay. And unfortunately, Gabriel from Brazil. People don't know or care about Bionicle. Yeah, I don't know. I think one of the lucky things about Bionicle is that it didn't go like it was this is the thing about Bionicle. It's way bigger than it really had any right to ever be. And I think that's what's special. Like, it's just a bunch of people involved in the creation of it. Bob Thompson, Greg Farshty, the people who made the films. Like, they just cared about it more than they needed to sell the toy. But I think that also really worked out in the end. It's just a shame that they completely failed in that respect when it came to G2. Yeah. So, like, Bionicle was big, and a lot of people know it now, but yeah. I don't know. Can you imagine Michael Bay getting hold of Bionicle? Be a shit show. Okay, now it's starting to have character. Where's my other eye? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if, like, in countries like Turkey, whether because you've got slightly more mainland access to other countries, whether that helps to compensate a bit. for the supply issue. I don't know. Whereas the UK, we're we're just us on our own dinky island. A lot of people are trying to make sure that we never leave. Umbra just Darth Maul with roller skates. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, he has a double-edged weapon. I think there needs to be a slightly stronger link to call him Darth Maul. But yeah, Umbra. I suppose he does only appear once as well. Just imagine Umbra being like, "At last we will reveal ourselves. At last we will have oh no, I've been defeated. Oh well. Buy me in Walmart now, kids. I appear in one comic." Have I seen the film Pacific Rim? Oh no, Pacific Rim. Oh, my brain is just suddenly full of. Get that out of my brain. I don't need to think about a specific rim right now. I'm trying to concentrate. I have seen Pacific Rim. I thought it was fine. I'm not a huge. I was going to say I'm not a huge fan of the kaiju genre, which kind of implies that I don't like it. It's just. I think it's one of those things that I didn't get into as a kid, and so it just didn't grab me, in the same way. But it was all right. It was all right. I liked the big robots. I liked that there was a really close connection with the two main characters that was not explicitly romantic, just for a frigging change. And I liked that it was kind of internationally cast. That was kind of cool for a change. Do I know the Toa Mozo? Do I watch BioTube TV? Oh, this is where I'm gonna seem totally uncool. I don't know what the Toa Mozo are, at least not by name, and I don't know what BioTube. Oh wait, BioTube TV. That's a YouTube channel, yeah. It rings a bell. I think but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What has this is going to sound a bit snobby. What has BioTube TV, if it is a YouTube channel, have they done anything that I might have heard of, like any video projects or anything? The Matoran of McDonald's. Oh my god, that's so obvious, and yet I've never made the connection. Yeah, Jala is basically just the colour of Ronald McDonald. Oh god, that's a creepy character. You should. I think was it Ryan George, like the comedian Ryan George, did a sketch about you should come and eat at our restaurants. We've got little mascots and toys for your kids. Yeah, it was a Ryan George video actually. Now I think about it, I've been binging him recently. Hi there, hello. I am the Tamstronaut. I'm here in Tam space. Thanks, how are you going? I'm glad. Oh, thank you for joining us on your lunch break. Good luck with the grind. Viva la revolution. I will stay here and play with my plastic consumerism crap. Where? Oh, for sake! Oh, I'll come back to it later. That piece later. So. Yes. So the Axelara behind you. Oh, yeah, the Axelara is just there. I'm going to squeeze it like it's a pimple. It's very blurry. Yeah. TARDIS, Axelara. Davros, heavy metal live concerts. And I've got, you can't see them, but just above the Axelara, I've got the Rocco and the Jet Tracks, and just above that, I've got Mazika, the Swamp Strider, which is a really cool model. I only got it relatively recently. It's not really relevant to the story in any way, is it, that model? It doesn't do anything, but it's a very nice walkie turret thing. That's one of the few models I've built. I've built whilst at my girlfriend's, my partner's, and I think I actually hit her in the eye with one of the Zama spears. Oh dear, I don't know why she puts up with me. Anyway, hey Cam Flood. I hope you're not like a double agent for the Flood of Halo fame. Also, I hope I haven't just made very light of your name there. I'm looking for a pin. Can I find a pin? God, I'm high as a kite at the moment. What's the Halo curse? Can somebody tell me? I want to know. Currently in the progress. I'm currently in the process of replaying through all the campaigns on Legendary on the on PC. It's really cool. Just been a nice thing to grind through whilst whilst the world's been ending. The Amazing Umbra was defeated by a mirror. Mirrors are very convenient when it comes to like kind of children's based literature. It's like, aha, we deflected the enemy's energy back at them and therefore are not responsible. I cannot find a single pin. Oh, because I'm not supposed to. Oh my god, I'm such a div. All right. You got Kahook and Gahook. That's amazing. Gahook and Gahook. For 47 quid. That is, yeah. That's not bad a price for them. Too much. It's about what they're going for. That like Gadok and Gadok. I can't say it now. Yeah, they were one of the last sets that I got from the early years. Like I never got them. It was only very recently, a couple of years ago, finally, that I got them as an adult, and they're very cool. Maybe one day I'll make the barracks spider on here as a stream. Although I think Mekra Makuta's got that covered. I'm making the Kahu now because I need it for a video. So I thought I'd at least do it with you guys because not streamed for bloody yoinks. For ages. That's not another anti-American slur there. You have found a good stream. Hey, if you can tell us where it is, that would be really helpful, Lyrics. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, there's a big crossover. Tower of Ultimate Doom. Tower of Ultimate Doom. There's a big crossover with the Transformers fandom. I'm not into it personally. I think I'm a bit too young, actually, for a change. It might also be just more of an American thing. But yes, they definitely look cool. And I could see myself getting addicted if I had been there for it. The Onvermel report. Right. Sorry, I had to take a few stabs at that. The Onvermel report. Sup? Ethan Alfaro. Hello there. Oh shit, I need to watch The Bad Batch. Didn't that come out today? Yes, today's May the 4th. Happy Mindless Consumerism Day to you all. Yes, I'll see if I can find a way of accessing that later on. We're nearly in now, just getting the wings done, which are kind of made up of these colourful little connection points. Tamania. Damn-a-damania, damn-a-damania, damn-a-damania. We do. As a person with ADHD, I can relate to the Tasmanian devil, and I think my friends can too, because I spent a lot of my time going. Just joined. What's happened? Mostly, this has happened. Mostly, the Axelara. The Axelara is cool, although for its size, I think it could do more. I think it could do more, and like you can feel the axles moaning as you try and get the functions to work. I've actually got a video that I've held in reserve for a while. Anyone who owns the Axelara, I'm basically just giving away a future video. Anyone who owns the Axelara, there is a like a lift arm at the back. There's two of them. They're thin and they're kind of three-pronged, and that thing is really friggin' weak. Like if you've got a set and it's intact, I would switch that out for something else, because that thing will snap on you. Yeah, I recorded some footage ages ago to make a little repair video for that. I'll put it out on a quiet day. The yellow jet tracks. You prefer a golden repaint of 08 Takanuva? Yeah. Do you know what? Actually, if for all the sets to do like an exclusive of, that would have made more sense. Like a gold Takanuva, it would have made story sense. It probably would have. Yeah. That is actually a really good idea. I hadn't really thought about that. However, I have thought about spray painting some parts from the Takanuva set and seeing how that might look. I don't know if you've ever tried putting the original Evoki on the 2008 on the Takanuva Titan, but it's really dinky. It looks rather strange. Oh, I've cocked up the colours. Bloody hell. I couldn't organise a piss up in a brewery. And I used to work in a pub. Tower of Ultimate Doom. Oh, I'm going to regret that in a bit. Bad Batch came out. Everyone forgot because they hardly promoted it. Yeah, I guess on May the 4th, they perhaps don't feel like they have to promote stuff so much. I'm possibly suffering from Star Wars burnout these days. But hey, Tammy, what's your favourite colour? Oh, sweet child. Grown-ups don't have favourite colours. We're far too sophisticated. We have favourite colour schemes. Honestly, I don't know. I think maybe teal, like teal turquoise, or red, maybe. Basically anything, as long as it's framed in black. As you can probably tell, Gamma Ray are an awesome German power metal band, by the way, that you should all check out, unless you don't like metal, in which case... Actually, even if you do like metal, most people don't like power metal. You're welcome, Scott. That's really lovely, actually. Thank you to hear. That wasn't a grammatically correct sentence. God, I was actually being sincere for a second. Don't make me do that. That bird is like, kill me, kill me. I don't know. Are Rahi really alive? Are they? Are Rahi really alive? I suppose that's something that Greg was going to address in his in the later serials if they hadn't been cancelled so bloody quickly. Yeah, the Axelar is potentially a temperamental little beastie. I've actually found that the most sorry, distracted whilst looking for a piece. Oh well, this is a wing basically. We've almost built a wing. Larry, you're building yourself, Mark, as you build this, as you watch this. That's cool. Is it a barnacle in universe, Mark? I'm gonna. Oh no! Oh no! Hey, I didn't use my teeth. There's a time and a place for using your teeth, and I will say no more. Hang on a second, just making sure I do this right. Do I have a mask for time? A mask for time? Do you mean a mask of time? Yeah, I have. I'm lucky to have both of the gold and orange Vahis and the disc of time actually. When I first started like connecting up with the international barnacle community back in the 2000s, like because we didn't get the Vahi in the UK, at least not in any way that I know of. So yeah, that was like the first thing I did. I was like, oh, they have the mask that's on the mask packs, but no one seems to have gotten. I want one. I remember the day opening up the package from this seller in America. I can't remember who it was. Sorry, just give me a second. Here we go. One wing. I have to apologise, by the way, for the poor camera quality. Like, I am keeping an eye out for ways to improve it, but yeah, I've been busy. I've been busy. Right. I'm actually. I will at some point do a video on like the rare collectibles that I've got. I went through a phase of really wanting like lots of the rare collectible masks. I was going to say then I stopped, but I think that's because I mostly got them all. But yeah, I'd like to do a video about that. And I thought I might do it real fancy, like, you know, dress up for the occasion. That'll make people unsubscribe. Oh boy. Have I ever heard of the tale of the great Shokan? No, I have not heard the story of the great Shokan or Chokan. I have heard stories that involve Chokan, but I'm not going to detail them on a stream that younger people might be accessing. But do tell me if I'm being very naive, and it's actually quite an innocent bit of fun. I've got a piece that's gone walkies. Oh no. Was gold just too expensive for a set that size? Was gold too expensive for Takanuva? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the rationale was behind making him all dark and dingy. I'm kind of surprised in a way that they went with white and gunmetal and didn't go for gold and black instead, because that would have looked quite cool. But yeah, like those metal flake colors do cost a bit more to make, so maybe they just didn't want to make. Maybe they didn't want to make those big shield pieces and Takadox heads in gold, perhaps. Game theory: Are Arahi really alive? I think, yeah, I mean they are. I think that's probably that was the intention to imply. Oh, it is an in-universe mock. Cool. I'll keep an eye out on the forums. TTV, that's the main one I'm on at the moment. Doesn't mean it's the best. It's just I've only got so much time at the moment. Anyway, what's my favorite Toa? I don't know. There's character and then there's set. And also, like, I don't know about anyone else, but I don't tend to think of individual Toa in terms of characters. I tend to think of like teams as characters because like they tend to go through their stories as teams. So I tend to think about it more in that way. Sorry, just give me a moment. Just trying to. There's a couple of pieces I'm just trying to find, and can I find them? So I'm going to have to build it slightly inaccurately for a second. Yeah, like, okay, so a lot of people say this, but probably Lacan might be probably my favorite Toa. Or I think the Toa Metru are perhaps my favorite Toa team. And I like Lacan by association. I like what they represent. I like that they kind of represent a team where their responsibility was they had to be bigger than we will fight and be awesome and do the fighting. They just had to like protect their friends, and I think that's a nice change of pace for the story. That's cool. Right. Sorry, just give me a moment. You need one. You need a Vahi. Is that how I read that? Cool stuff. 124. Hi, hello. I am fine, thank you. Bye. Nice to see you. Oh, I see. Oh, yes. No, that's not a story that the Bionicle fans would tell me. No, I don't know. I think there seems to be a decent crossover of Ninjago and Barnacle fans. I'm not into Ninjago myself, not because I think it's bad or anything. I haven't really the time or inclination to look into it too much. But it's certainly interesting. Right. Wait, I've just cut this up. It's fine. I think on these streams you could probably make a drinking game out of every time I've said I've cut this up. My brother painted part of New Go. It looks really good. Extra parts. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think some people. There are people out there I think that have painted Takanuva. It's on my to-do list at some point. I've got various little ideas to do. It's just finding the time with the job and partner and stuff. Also, I'm just not very fast at making them, unfortunately. And we are at the completion point, I believe. One or two parts just here I've just substituted in for a moment, but this is basically it. If I just looked at the last page, yes, which means now comes the fun part. I'm gonna make Kongu ride it. Oh shit! I should have brought Takanuva with me. Not Takanuva. I should have brought Takua with me, so we could do it like from a nog. Right, where is Kongu going to sit on this then? I wonder. There isn't really an obvious spot for him, but if I take a leg off and there you go. That kind of works. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I actually wanted to get this model together for when I did that little like 2003 style Kongu video, but I just didn't have the Nui RAM at that point. So very quick review of this model then. The functions are opening and closing jaws. These claws are on an elastic band apparently, but I'm not sure what that's supposed to do. Maybe if you ping it up, it's supposed to go pong, but it's still neat. These wings, they fold out a little bit, but I don't know if that's by design or not. I think that's probably just circumstance. And they don't even flap up and down, which is actually kind of a miss for these when you think about it. Although you could easily mod it to do that. But yeah, there's a nice little 2001 Rahi. I love that these actually showed up in the story. So that's that. Actually, I'll try and pop another one on whilst I'm here. And I'm going to answer a few more questions, and then I'll leave you be. You missed BZ Power's heyday. I was on BZ Power back in the day. It's kind of a shame to see it go kind of descend slowly, but things change, I guess. I'm not sure why TTB started up in the first place. I wasn't really active when that happened, but yes, it's definitely been a boon for them getting the Canon contests, because it's just brought a lot of life to back to the Canon. And unlike a lot of people, I'm very happy that the Canon contests exist at the moment. That looks very strange. I thought about Ninjago and Bionicle crossing over. I have no idea how that would happen, because I'm not that au fait with Ninjago. But I think my understanding from recent stuff is that like lots of other themes kind of cross over with Ninjago. I like how a lot of the system themes seem to kind of coexist. That's always been kind of cool. The car gives off responsible dad vibes. Yeah, but it's also kind of more epic than that, I guess. Most parents, I guess, aren't able to kind of literally put part of themselves into a stone, which they yes, no, they do actually. Yes, the Toa stones are a perfect parable of parenthood. All of the energy and vigor and youth that you have when you first have the child just divulge into this tiny package. You're like a baby, and then they grow up into being an adult, and you're a drained husk. And I say this as someone who is, hoping to adopt kids at some point. And actually, if there's in my mind, whilst I'm making these vids, I'm aware that the thing that will probably slow me down the most will be if I ever become a parent in a year or so's time, or a couple of years' time, because you lose time very quickly there. My favorite 01 mask. Oh, it's possibly the Cow or the Kakama. I'm giving away a lot of things here, but the I can't. I'm only seeing this from the back. Hey, that's neat, isn't it? Yes, Ghost Wolf. I know the story reason behind 08 Takanuva. Because obviously the story normally comes to like justify the sets. So I'm interested to why the set designers thought we're going to make an updated Takanuva, make it white and gunmetal. Yeah, actually the lighting's really amazing in this room at the moment. It's really making the eyes light up on this thing. But if you've watched the Maturin videos, you know that these can be a real bastard to light up. But yeah, so I'll head off. I'm going to head off in a second, but just a couple of quick, I guess, notes about the channel in general for anyone who's watching this afterwards. The Bionicle breakdown videos. So my original plan was to do the second and third one together. By the way, thank you for the response on the Mask of Light breakdown. That was really cool. I drained myself making that video. And I was very glad for the reception it got. I'm working on 2 and 3 at the same time. My original plan was to put, I'm going to move this up actually. Hey, my original plan was to put 2 and 3 out pretty quickly, like close to each other, because they kind of are quite closely linked together. But I didn't want to put the Web of Shadows one out until the Toa Haga Canon contest is finished. That is still my plan, but you may have noticed a little bit of a delay happening on that. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to start work on the Legends of Metru Nui breakdown anyway. I'm going to get, I won't promise when I'm going to get that out. It'll be sometime in the next couple of months, hopefully. I know that sounds really long, but I've got video ideas as well. And then I'll just wait. I'm just going to wait however long it takes for the Haga contest to finish before putting Web of Shadows out. Yes, ideally I'd have waited for the Nadiki and the Tuyet contests to finish before doing the Legends of Metru Nui, but you know, we'd be here till 2024 or something waiting for that. So what have you. Other than that, I've got way more video ideas than I've got time to make at the moment. But yeah, I have plans. Just to say, I have plans. Things involving these, and sets, and the novels. If you like the novels, I like the novels. I want to talk about the novels, but all in good time. So yes, just thought I'd give that little update. Looks like it's a yin yang thing. You're talking about my tattoo? Yes, it's I'm going to pronounce it wrong, but it's called I think it's pronounced something like a tajitu, not tattoo as in this symbol here, which the symbol is the tajitu. It represents the idea of a yin yang. I'm not a spiritual person. I'm an atheist, but I do believe that balance and the kind of balance of things is very important. So people can call it light and dark. One mistake people often make when talking about yin yang is that they talk about it being two opposing forces. They're not. They're different, but they're complementary and they're necessary for the other to work. They're not opposing each other per se. They're just different things. That was a bit of a tangent. Sorry. Anyway, yes. All right, we've got an hour, so that's cool. Thank you very much to everyone for joining. I'll see you in future videos. And thanks a lot for your support so far. Like the channel, I think it's like doubled in size since I last did a stream, and that's getting bonkers. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. And oh, Discord, I've got a Discord. I'll add a link to this. It's pretty, it plans to be pretty queer, pretty leftist. So if you don't like that, fair enough. But yeah, all right, bye for now. Bye. Finding the end stream button. Bye.